2013 has been an extraordinary year for horses and for world horse welfare. Who would have thought that horses would have been in the headlines quite so much? But what has struck me most as I look back over 2013 is how so many of these negative headlines, with your support, we have been able to turn into forces for good. And of course, 2013 headline story has to be the horse meat scandal. As grim as it was, it opened the public's eyes to the murky trade that charities like World Horse Welfare know only too well. The fact is that horses are largely unregulated, untraceable, and so overbred that they are available to purchase for next to nothing. Indeed, it's sometimes difficult to give horse away. This is a disaster for horses and so distressing for people who care about them. Indeed, the situation is so desperate that our President, Her Royal Highness the Princess Royal, felt it necessary to open a debate about their future at our annual conference, which drew so much media attention. However, I would urge you to look past the sensationalist media headlines of these comments and to actually have a look on our website to look at the context of what was said and why she said it. Most crucially, these headlines drew attention to the horse crisis in Britain and the inadequacies of some laws meant to protect horses. Earlier this year, World Horse Welfare said we knew of around 7,000 horses at risk of neglect and abandonment. We now estimate there to be around 500 less, not because fewer horses need our help, but because charities like us have rescued this many and many more this year. In 2013, World Horse Welfare took in more than 400 horses, 73% more than last year, and many of these coming in large groups. And I want to take this opportunity to thank you from the bottom of my heart for helping us to take in this many horses, because without your support, they would still be suffering this Christmas. The recent World Horse Welfare appeal you supported brought in vital funds to be able to equip our 4 rescue and rehoming centres to take in large groups of horses. And these facilities are already being put to good use with cases such as this group of 62 horses that we brought into our Norfolk farm last month. And once again, my heartfelt thanks to you for giving all of these horses an early Christmas present. The shockwaves of the horse meat scandal did wake government up to the serious problem with the UK's horse passport system, something we and other organisations have been telling them for years. Now, World Horse Welfare, as part of the Equine Sector Council, have been supporting DEFRA as they look to develop an effective equine ID system that can be enforced on the ground. Ever since Ada Cole founded our charity back in 1927, we have been working with government to create and improve laws which will affect the greatest number of horses possible. Over the past year, we have been working with other welfare charities to bring in tougher laws against fly grazing, where horses are grazed illegally on land without consent. The Welsh Government are introducing laws to stop this, and we are now asking England to do the same, or we fear the problem will continue to move over the border and thousands of horses will be left to fend for themselves and will have an uncertain future. But there is reason to be hopeful. Only last month, a revised agreement between Ireland, the UK and France was signed, which will significantly reduce the trade in horses across the Channel, which aren't being used legitimately for sport or racing purposes. It is a move that World Horse Welfare has been asking for many, many years. And we believe it is a huge step forward, not only to improve the welfare of horses that are currently being transported, but also to significantly reduce the risk of the spread of equine disease across the UK. Please do take the time to visit our website to find out more about our campaigning work, and most especially how you can support our campaigning during 2014. There is so much more you can do. Everyone can help the charities who are fighting this equine crisis. By rehoming a horse from the charity, you can give space for that charity to bring in another desperate horse that needs our care and attention. Or by donating to your charity of choice. Together we are able to help so many more horses. Horse charities are working really closely together to fight this equine crisis. But to maximise our impact, we do need your continued support. It's been a mixed year for sport. We were delighted to see the reduced number of fallers at this year's Grand National after a concerted programme to improve safety during the race. The news has not been so good on doping, with high-profile cases in racing and international horse sport. World Horse Welfare is quite clear. Doping is a flagrant abuse of equine welfare. And whilst the vast majority involved in racing and horse sport place horse welfare at the centre, anyone who doesn't has no place in equine sport. As well as our work helping horses in the UK, we have continued to help owners who rely on their horses throughout the developing world. Our projects in South and West Africa, Central America and Southeast Asia provide vital skills to help local people look after the horses in their communities. Through education, we are able to make a direct impact on the lives of horses that are relied upon for their owners' daily existence. We work in collaboration with other organisations in each country, as this is vital for us to be able to have as big an impact as possible. We are hosting a colloquium next year to bring international horse welfare and aid agencies together, acting as an essential forum for those who want to improve the welfare of the estimated 100 million working equines around the world today, as well as those seeking to improve livelihoods in communities that depend upon them. I'm always enthused by the passion of the people we work with, whether it is partner organisations or the students we teach, with their willingness to learn and a dedication to helping the horses in their country. We are able to make such an impact on horses' lives, and you can see quite how much by visiting our website. In a short film like this, it was never going to be possible to show even a small fraction of what we have been able to do this year with your support to help horses around the world. But spreading the message of what we do is so important. So please take the time to visit our website, our YouTube channel or our Facebook page, and encourage others to do so, because it's only by reaching new audiences will we be able to help more horses every year. Our staff and specialists are absolutely dedicated to horses and their welfare, and with your support are able to make a real impact upon the lives of thousands of horses in the world today. So I'd like to finish by thanking all the staff and volunteers at World Horse Welfare and the other organisations we have worked with for everything we have done together. If you would like to thank them too, then please consider making a donation today. Next year is going to be the Chinese Year of the Horse, one of great hope, and together we really can make a difference. I can only finish by thanking you for everything you have done for World Horse Welfare over the past 12 months, and to wish you, your family, your loved ones and your horses a very, very happy Christmas and a peaceful 2014.